Yo, what's up, everybody? ODDio3. Yes, that's right. The Web3 Music Focus podcast with yours truly, Vandal, is here, and we've got Rhyme Taylor from NXM. What's going on, my man?
Vandal, what's good, brother? How are you?
Thanks doing wonderful. Me. No problem. Thank you. And I'm excited to have you on the show because I know you've been like doing the dirty work in the music Web3 space for a while already. And now you've gotten more involved in NXM, you know, and it's all like this crazy stuff. So first of all, introduce yourself and then let's talk about NXM.
Yeah. Like you said, we've been working in the trenches, in the mud here, in the intersection between music and Web3 here for a long time. And, you know, people listening may not know this, but Vandal and I go way back, really the early stages of our journey in this Web3 space. And in a lot of senses, the early pursuits of music in the near ecosystem. So, you know, it's been a really fun ride. It's been super great, you know, just to be able to be involved in the community. Vandal's been a huge, you know, asset, just kind of helping us be able to navigate and understand. Because, you know, when we got started, you know, it was, you know, the timing of it all and the way that everything else kind of just happened. I think everything kind of happened a lot quicker than we anticipated, where you know, I was just kind of a crypto nerd by myself for, you know, a handful of years. And then when NFTs blew up overnight, being involved in the music industry and being one of the few people that had kind of established a reputation for, you know, having any kind of crypto knowledge at all, once the music industry got wind of NFTs and what all that opportunity could bring and a whole bunch of other stuff, you know, we were kind of thrust into this space. And it's just, like I said, it's probably accelerated quicker than we could have ever imagined. And, you know, my goal in my professional career and everything else has always been about building platforms for artists and just brands, helping people, you know, be seen and, you know, understand their value. And, you know, obviously a lot of those things align very clearly with the ethos of the Web3 space. So, you know, as much of a natural fit as it's been, and it has been a natural fit, you know, bear markets aren't fun for anybody. And, you know, it's been you know, I think anyone that's been in this space for a long time will tell you that it's non-linear. So the highest of highs, the lowest of lows, you know, I've felt them both over the last couple years. So I'd like to get on the other side of that coin here, or back on the other side of that coin here soon.
No doubt, no doubt. Yes, indeed, it's been a roller coaster ride, that is for sure. So let's dig a little bit deeper with NXM. Maybe just tell people like what it's about, what do you guys do, what's the mission, how people can get involved.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is a really important answer for me, since I'm kind of carrying the torch for you over here with NXM. So, which was really, I mean, our first foray or introduction into music in near and as far as communities go. And You know, that's what it is in its essence. Is it's a music community built on Near. And you know, as bear markets go, and as you know, communities go, and as DAOs go, we have we're in a bit of a reconstruction phase, reconfiguration stage, and that's something that I feel very connected and very responsible for in a lot of ways, as I'm a council member, and also, you know, building a lot of that framework and that documentation. And our goal as we kind of you know, move forward towards this next year and beyond is to be more of a direct resource for music communities, to be able to have more educational opportunities, to be able to, I'm really big in events. You know, I come from the event space. That's, you know, a large part of my music background, but it's also something that I believe in very wholeheartedly in this Web3 space, as far as like bridging the gap. I really think that that's a huge component in being able to reach people, is because right now I feel like we have a disproportionate impact and effect and an advantage with the artists and the fans right now, where the artists benefit X amounts and the fans don't necessarily benefit as much. And, you know, I talk about a spectrum all the time, and everything's a spectrum, but, you know, especially with, you know, music and that relationship with their fans, that's what we really want to be able to do and curate. And, you know, for me, I feel like events are the best way to do that. So looking forward to a lot of in-person events. We're based in Nashville and Louisville, doing a lot of cool stuff. I can say that we're going to do some pretty cool stuff at a music festival in Louisville. Gonna have represented the Nexum brand and banner out there, with a lot of really talented producers and DJs and artists. And you know, that's really what it's about. It's really about spreading awareness and knowledge about this Web3 space, helping artists get involved, and to really help establish you know, their foundation in this space, because, you know, it's early for everybody, and, you know, there's not enough knowledge. And that's what we want to do, is we're trying to create these pillars of knowledge and resources, and you know, just activities that people can get involved in. And, you know, it's definitely an uphill climb. Like, I don't want to, you know, this sounds wonderful. I'm listening to myself say it, I'm like, wow, this sounds like fucking musician's utopia. But you know, we're definitely, like I said, it's a restructuring process. And you know, without getting the weeds of all that, you know, we're looking to be able to incrementally be able to roll out a lot of these things. So you probably noticed that we've started to do more spaces recently. Like I said, we've got some more events coming up, and, you know, rather than trying to do everything all at once, you know, we're really just trying to like pick our spots. All right, you know, it's like we can do a little something here, we can do something here. It's like, but we're really just trying to create, you know, not just for NXM, but, you know, creating a new precedent for how musicians and artists and fans operate and interact with each other.
That's awesome, man. And I know, like in the past, like NXM has been around since, I guess, late 2021, if I'm not mistaken. And
Wow.
a lot of the stuff
Really, 21.
a lot of the things that were happening within NXM related to, you know, supporting artists through different grants via the Near Foundation and at first Mint-Base. And this is, you know, things to do with metaverse events, money to record your track to release as music, NFTs, on-ground events like you mentioned that you're looking to focus more on this year. How can an artist who's interested in getting involved in a music community, especially one that is a DAO, how can they get involved?
Well, I think that's, you know, very similar. Like I said, we've got, you know, there is no pure decentralized you know, community at this point, right? You have communities that live on Twitter, you have communities that live on Discord, you have communities that live on Telegram. You know, in the case of NXM, you know, we do have a Telegram, we do have a Discord, we do have a Twitter for the larger, you know, ecosystem, blockchain Web3 ecosystem throughout all chains. You know, it's a similar thing. You know, I don't want to give too much product placement to some of the other contenders and rivals. I mean, I'm just playing. I mean, there's a lot of, there's a lot of great projects working on the music space. There's things like Manifold and Sound XYZ and stuff like that. And, but like you said, Mint Base, you guys the first ones to be able to have a music NFT. I believe one of the first ones in the entire blockchain space to be able to make that claim. But if you're interested in being able to get involved, whether it's NXM or any music community at all, hashtags are your best friend. Look for the hashtags, music NFT, NXM, at NXM Live, I believe is the Twitter handle. We're looking, like I said, we're looking to do a whole lot more community involved things going forward. I think that we got to a point where we were doing more kind of studio production than I think that we wanted to, and I think I know we're getting away from that to focus on some more like community building efforts. Like we said, we talked about doing the events because that's an onboarding thing. We want to do more metaverse events, working with artists, doing different like open mics, doing different ticketed events. Something I'm really excited about with BeatDAO, shout out to the BeatDAO, is we're looking at doing some more kind of producer and artist competitions. There's a lot of cool apps that are being built on Near. Endless is a really cool one that I'm just kind of infatuated with, and as somebody that's not a producer, it's hard for me to really get the most out of that app. But my role with NXM Council is to find positions for these different tools for other people to be able to use. And that's what we've discussed with BeatDAO. And another one of my goals as a whole with NXM is to just create a synergy with a lot of these other, complementary DAOs like the BeatDAO and, like DAOrecords, and, being able to feed off of each other and to being able to create a more powerful and impactful unit together.
That's awesome, man. You heard it straight from Ryan Taylor, council member of NXM, community advocate, music creator and performer, and all around really dope guy. Thank you so much, Ryan, for joining us on ODDio3. We're going to catch you offline and online and all that kind of stuff very soon. All right. One love, my friend.
Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Vandal. We are back with ODDio3, that Web3 Music Podcast, and we've got SK the Alternator representing BeatDAO. What's up, my man?
Hey, thank you for introducing me, bro. I'm good. I'm well. I'm SK the Alternator from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm a music producer here in Lagos, doing my thing, and I'm also part of the BeatDAO community. Yeah, you know what we do.
Awesome. So we're gonna, I know what you do, but we're gonna let the people know what you do exactly. So, as one of the early founders of BeatDAO back a couple of years ago, I think it's come a long way, and I'm so happy to see that things are still going with BeatDAO. But for those who don't really know anything about it, maybe just in a quick nutshell, explain what's BeatDAO all about.
BeatDAO is basically a collective of music producers that are in the Web3. So what we do basically is we are music enthusiasts, and we have a lot of like NFTs. Everybody's talking about NFTs and stuff, but nobody is ever talking about music NFTs and ever like you get showing love to the music community. So BeatDAO was founded just to show love to music producers and connect everyone together, mint music NFTs, sell music NFTs, purchase, and do all that stuff.
Awesome. So, BeatDAO is on the Near protocol, and we know that there's quite a large community of DAOs, especially creative DAOs. What sort of activities can producers expect to get involved with when they participate with BeatDAO?
Yeah, so as let me talk pretty much about what we did last year. So for last year, we were basically like hammering on doing a lot of activities. Like, for example, we started with like flipping samples where producers are provided with a sample, like for them to flip and do their thing, submit, and we go over the whole whatever was sent to us, and we see how all those was done to like see how creative producers can be in the community, and also to foster collaborations. From there, we met a lot of people that went on to do like collaborative EPs, drop a lot of projects on the DAO and whatever. So that's just one of the activities that was done in BeatDAO. We also collaborated with I think we collaborated with Near Nuts, and you get that was amazing. We also did a collaboration with your DAOrecords, yeah, buy at your own risk, and that was phenomenal. That was amazing. So what producers can expect is a lot of collaboration with the people in the community. We're also going to do like a lot of activities. Right now, this year, we are trying to like get a hold on, okay, what's the roadmap for the year? What do we want to achieve for the year? What do we want to see happen for the year? So that's what we are doing basically, and we are having meetings. We are going to come up with that, and shortly we'll just begin and announce it to everyone in the community. It's going to be amazing. You guys should watch out for that.
So there's producers maybe watching the show, right? How can they get involved? Where should they go to get involved? What do they need to do?
You can just basically go on Twitter, search BeatDAO near you see us there. You can follow us, and there is a link on the bio. You can click that link and get to our Telegram group where we pretty much announce what needs to be done for the year, and what all information will be passed on the Telegram group.
Nice. So you heard it. If you tuned in, if you're a producer out there, you're watching the show, you're listening to the show, you want to get involved with BeatDAO, you want to look at different opportunities, whether that's participating in cool events and things that are happening for producers, or whether that's getting deeper involved potentially with governance, because it is a DAO, right? So these are different things that people can do. Awesome. So thank you so much for joining us. But I want to know what's next with you. What's coming up next for SK the Alternator? Come on, tell us.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I've been like working on my instrumental like album. I won't call it an album because let's just say an EP. So I've been working on my EP for a while now, and I think it's going to come out this year, and it's going to be phenomenal. And for those who don't know me, I'm a music producer in Lagos, Nigeria, and I basically do Afrobeats. And Afrobeats is going global. You guys should hop on that train. Afrobeats is going to be the next big thing. So that's what we're basically doing. That's what I'm basically working on right now. And I'm trying to work on like other projects with artists, getting artists to jump on some of my beats and release it, do some as in the Web3 space and also in the Web2. You get, nobody is left out.
Nice. Now I remember like we first kind of connected. It was through the beat battle for TYGS. This was like way back, and we minted that up on Mintbase. Big shout out to Nate and Carol from Mintbase for that. I think this was like right at the beginning of BeatDAO days. So you've been in the space for a little while. So everybody out there, make sure to get to know SK the Alternator. He's doing his thing. If you're an MC, you want to collaborate, hit him up. If you're like a singer into Afrobeat, Amapiano, all the awesome stuff coming out of Africa, hit the man up. We're going to have everything in the show notes below. So if you catch us after the live on the recap on the YouTube, you can get all the links to BeatDAO. SK the Alternator, thank you so much for joining us. Much love. And take care, brother.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
we go. There we go. Yes, yes, y'all. What's up? What's up? This is Van R back and live. Really dope interviews. Rhyme Taylor from XM and SK the Alternator from BeatDAO. So make sure to check them out. But we are going to jump into some tunes now. This is the Odd Mix segment of the show where I feature different music NFTs from the entire Web3 music space. And we're starting here today on Sound XYZ with a new track from Leo Pastel. This is a new piece here. It's called Oxytocin with Glass Tempo. It's up right now, available for sale. I think it's an open edition. Yep, that's right. And the sale ends in 1 day and 23 hours. So you still got time to come in here and collect this dope track. So without further ado, I'm going to hit play, and we're going to enjoy.
Could pinpoint where it started. Memory never departed. Had no idea what I was doing. Wanna go back and stop me. Left a taste so salty. The ones that fall are the ones we can't see. Borderline. Try to find oxytocin highs. I'm so used to this. Back again, cycles never end. This ain't new. I'm so used to this. Cycles in my head. Curiosity can take you to a place when you ain't got no business there. On and on and on, it comes and goes, existing dispositions. Can't resist the lies, some may try, but I'll fall short. Try to find oxytocin highs. I'm so used to this. Back again, cycles never end. This ain't new. I'm so used to this. Try to find oxytocin highs. I'm so used to this. Back again, cycles never end. This ain't new. I'm so used to this.
Yeah, that's right. Oxytocin by Leo Pastel. Make sure to check Leo Pastel out. I found this track on Twitter, and really dope music. So make sure if you're interested to cop a copy, head over to the links. We got it in the show note. Sharing it after the show on the YouTube recap. We're going to keep things moving now. We're going to do some BeatDAO stuff here. So I went to Tamago Stream.io, which is a music streaming platform built on Near Protocol and BeatDAO. So I did a little search for BeatDAO here. So I got a couple tunes. I think I'll play one of these tunes by one of the BeatDAO council members who just actually stepped down from the council because he's moving on with different endeavors with Creatives DAO. But I wanted to play this track here. It's called Ninja Chop. So let's check out Ninja Chop, y'all.
The fuck did this?
All right, y'all. That was Paul Kranz. That was a little short one here. I believe this was for, this was for a BeatDAO challenge. So I believe this was from Flippin' Samples, and this is one of the tracks that Paul Kranz created for this activity, done on BeatDAO. So let's keep it moving. We're gonna move on to our next track, and we're gonna take a trip into the jungle with the tune and Caught Music, COT Music. This is produced by SK the Alternator. He was a guest earlier in the interview segment as one of the BeatDAO council members, and this was a project created together with BeatDAO, Rare Vandal, DAOrecords, and GraphBase. So this is let's run this track here. This is called Jungle, and let's run it. Let's run it, y'all.
We in this jungle, look your eye, then feel rob you. Situation getting critical, things gotta change now. That episode, we are doing things I need a new way. The features right we now, they let them recognize that. We here now, to make that change now. This be some superhero shit, nurse if they there now. We here now, to make that change now. You make them Web2 sets in, sit our dust now. Creativity in the Web3. I'll be damned if I don't take advantage of these opportunities. Say we here now.
Put your hands in the air for the Web3. If you know what we about, then you gon' hop on this beat. This is us, this is we the king in Web3. We decentralize the world just so we all can be free. Chilling in the verse with my boys in Web3. If you know what we about, you need to hop on this beat. This the future, this is near. We the ones that they see. We decentralize the world, you don't have to pay bills.
There ain't no rules in the jungle. You sleep on your grind, I gon' hunt you. King Combo, boy, I'm still humble. Play with my son, you gon' see what this ends to look. I do not play with my coins, dude. I read the market like Goins book. I'm Peter Pan with a song hook. Way too wavy, boy, I do not fumble. I rumble, tic-tac-toes. Don't tryna cross my bros over my X and O's. Still I just square my goals. I'm tryna sell our shows, not sell my soul. I like it more in my zone. I don't want stress, my bro. Just tryna break the code. Pay me what you owe, I suppose. Look, they be like, all up. Why you always work so much? Always on such and such. You ain't got time for crunch. You barely in touch, and that's because I'm tryna cut me a charger. Put my mama in some new products. I be laser focused on the prize. Been with you, little boy. I need me a rise.
Put your hands in the air for the Web3. If you know what we about, then you gon' hop on this beat. This is us, this is we the king in Web3. We decentralize the world just so we all can be free. Chilling in the verse with my boys in Web3. If you know what we about, you need to hop on this beat. This the future, this is near. We the ones that they see. We decentralize the world, you don't have to pay bills.
See we here now. Yeah, see we here now. All we need is each other. See we here now. See we been doing these things, let's show ourselves now. I got this platform. Link up, yeah. Express myself, put that run I'm on. We here now, we here now. See they gotta know.
How to drop me a verse, boy, how to cancel my plans. I try to warn you, this new wave gonna make you pay in advance. Emancipated from the old ways, old patterns and old tunes. Royalties on royalties, I think I need me a crown. This is SK, what you gonna do? Talk shit, then you gonna choose vices. Gone blasted like ISIS, what do I see? Icing on the cake, so much bread for me to chase. Where's that weed? Need me a break, take these boys out like a date.
Yeah, that was Jungle off the Bior project, Buy at Your Own Risk. This is a 5-track EP/mixtape, and it is up on DAOrecords. That's bior.daorecords.io, featuring the boys from Web3, if you know what I'm saying. We're going to move on to our next featured tune. This is a track that is up now, live to mint on Async Music, I should say. Yeah, you don't want to miss this. This actually, I got to give a big shout out to Emily Lazar. Been putting in work for a while now in the Web3 space. One of the first metal artists to do music NFTs, and just wanted to give a big shout out and play this new track right here. It's called Unholy. You can go check out Emily Lazar on Twitter. We got this up in the show notes, so you don't want to miss out on all the good music we play on the show. If you happen to miss it or are tuning in right now, you can always find the recaps available. So without further ado, let me drop this joint right here. You still got 12 days and a bit more to collect this tune. So let's run it, y'all. Yeah, that was a little sampler of the track. I'm not sure if I played the high quality version or not, but it's here. Also, this is the legendary edition held by, oh, look at that, Mr. Conland.eth. All of these tracks also can be viewable on OpenSea. If you don't know about async music, where you can create your blueprint music, please do that and experiment, because async music allows artists to really experiment a bit more with the artwork and their music and what they have to offer by creating layers. And you create different layers and versions of layers of your song, whether that's like a different beat arrangement or a remix or a different verse or a different way of presenting your music and tunes. And you can also connect it to the visuals, right? So you got like a PFP style visual where each visual is unique. As you saw earlier on the other page, all of these images are sort of PFP style unique images that are here. The legendary one is animated. It looks like an animated GIF. This one here is a static JPEG, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so big up to Emily Lazar. And we hope you enjoy the show so far. I think the next track, actually here, let's just move over to the next track, all right? So this one just popped on my radar today. It is by Violetta Zeroni. And Violetta has been really super active in the Web3 space. This drop is actually happening in 15 hours time. So rather than play the song, because there isn't really a track for me to play here, I want to show you what Violetta has been doing, right? So here on the drop page for OpenSea, there's a video, and I want to play this video for you because this is a good resource to have as an independent artist when drop. and I just wanted to share it with everybody.
Hi, I'm Violetta Zeroni, and I'm a music artist. In 2022, I spent about 3,000 hours on Twitter Spaces. And I would travel far and wide. Why would I do that? Well, that's how I built my music NFT community. Directly connecting to the people that want to invest in me and participate in my growth. I just love to be able to bring them along the journey with me, play on Zoom for them every week, send them my vinyl records, have them come to my shows for free, show up to their house for a private show. I mean, I cried like a baby when they came to our show in New York and sang along to every one of my songs. And then we partied all night. Because of all of this, because of them, that I found inspiration in music again. And now I will never stop. Since my first collection, Moonshot, the value of some of my NFTs has grown up to 30 times. Take Angie, for example. She bought my first ever NFT, and because of that, I rewarded her with free ones from my later collections, and she was able to sell them all for profit and pay some urgent bills that she had. Isn't that amazing? I know everyone says it, but we are still early, and I am super excited to meet the people that will join us through my next collection. The art is all hand-drawn and incredible. The music is recorded fully analog, so from tape to blockchain, and the utility is instant. Here's a taste. Baby took the long road, showed up at 3 a.m. Didn't bother knocking, baby walked right in. She was feeling right at home until she fell into the hole of her gypsy heart. I believe that music will be fully on chain in the next few years, and so we're now laying the foundation for what will be the future of the music industry through bringing financial and creative freedom to both artists and investors. You should come to one of my Twitter spaces. They are pretty fun. They get a little crazy sometimes. Or join us on Discord. I'm always around, and I would love to see you in there. But mostly, don't miss out on my new collection, Another Life.
Now, there you go. That's something for all the upcoming artists out there who are really looking how to leverage this Web3 space for their music, for their art, whatever it is. You can tell that Violetta was very sincere and authentic, gave really good advice and insight to how she feels the space can not only benefit her as an artist and taking control over her finances and her relationship with her fans, but also to the fans, the collectors, and people there supporting her. Like, that's a lot of hours in Twitter Spaces, I tell you. So, you know, I got the links here in the show notes. You can find out all the information about her upcoming drop. Yeah, so don't miss out on, you know, this experience as well as creating your own experiences. Put thought and effort into your music NFTs. You know, bring your vision to light. Create a video. Do something like that to share with your community. I think this is a really powerful message for independent artists. So big shout outs. And this is the end of our music segment. I know we're keeping this segment a little bit short today. There's so much music to feature, but we got a lot of news. So let's get into this news segment. All right, okay. We are, we're here. A little transition difficulties, but yes, this is Odd News, the segment where we cover the latest Web3 music NFT news. So we're going to start with this article. It just came out a couple days ago. This is from Music Business Worldwide. Now, if you guys know about the platform OneOf, they are a very successful NFT platform. They just had the former Warner boss Steve Cooper join their board. I didn't know Quincy Jones is backing this platform, but this is pretty big news in Web3 space, seeing former executives from the Web2 or the traditional music industry making their way over to become execs in Web3 space. So I think that, you know, this is a foreshadowing of what's to come. So if you want to read a bit more about this article, I think it just gives you more information about what Steve Cooper has done in his past, his track record, and a little bit about OneOf. So, you know, I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's in the show notes. I just wanted to highlight this big move in Web3 right here. So big shout out to OneOf and everything they're doing to push the space forward. And let's get to our next piece of news right here. This. All right, so you guys haven't already seen, this has been also all over Twitter. OpenSea has halted trading on Rihanna's music NFT. So this was something that was done in conjunction with the Super Bowl and Rihanna's halftime performance at the Super Bowl from Apple Music. Now, I think that this might be sort of not a copyright thing, but the fact that the collection was launched by one of Rihanna's producers and could potentially be seen as a security. So if you didn't see Rihanna's performance at Super Bowl, I mean, personally, I've seen better performances at a Super Bowl, but you know, the choreography and the whole dance and production of the whole thing was really, really dope. But yeah, like this is pretty hot news right here. So the NFT that grants holders of these NFTs percentage of future streaming royalties, right? So that's what it's offering. And you know, CEO of another block said in the Discord server that users could no longer trade the NFTs on OpenSea. So if you want to read more about this news, make sure to head on over to Decrypt. This article is from Decrypt. It'll give you the whole lowdown. Now, other platforms that are doing this music royalty sharing through NFTs is Royal.io. That was the first platform that I've seen to do that. So keep your eye out if you're interested in this sort of shared royalties from musicians to their fans for, you know, Web2 streaming, Spotify and the various other streaming platforms that are out there. Have a look around. There are a number of artists and labels working on these type of projects, and of course platforms that are offering these projects. So make sure to check out this article in full and learn a little bit more about that. We're going to get to our next piece of news right about now. This is from NFT Plazas. Okay, so this is really interesting because, you know, we've got People Pleaser, right? Directly linked to the new Linkin Park music video. So director is directing the music video. Okay, so why is this interesting? I think that this is sort of how the bridge between the gaps of Web 2 and Web 3 get created, right? Web 3 creators and platforms and various other entities within the Web 3 space collaborate with high profile Web 2 artists to not specifically drop NFT per se or an NFT project, but just collaborate. And I think that the direction is kind of moving towards it being an NFT because, Emily Yang from People Pleaser is also a co-founder of a Web3 video platform called Shibuya. All right. Now, big up Shibuya, big up to Tokyo, big up to the Tokyo Massive, my Sense Space family out there, and everybody doing their thing. But the lead character in the video is actually based on an anime web series called White Rabbit. So these are the interesting collaborations and things that can be done using Web3 tools, music NFTs, as well as traditional Web2 spaces. So if you want to check out this article, it will be in the show notes. We're going to move to this one here. So I found this was really interesting. Okay, so Revelator's Web3 NFT platform is said to unlock new revenue streams for the industry. And this is something that a lot of Web3 music platforms are talking about. It's, we're talking about, I think, $20+ billion music industry. And there's a lot of money to make the transition from Web 2 to Web 3. And we're seeing a lot of moves being made by collaborations between the movers and shakers within Web 3 music space, as well as those who are traditionally doing stuff in the music industry. So this one directly links to the Revelators blog post. But I think that if you are an artist and you're interested in unlocking the value that Web3 can offer you, go check out Revelator. They got a really dope platform. They're there to service artists and help you with the tools that you need to, get your Web3 on as an artist. So big news there. We got another big piece of news. Now, this one's popping also all over Twitter right now. This is reported by CoinDesk, okay? CoinDesk reporting that Napster, now if you guys know Napster, one of the first music MP3 file sharing platforms that disrupted the industry, definitely really disrupted the industry with the technology at the time, which was the MP3, to create the first peer-to-peer marketplace that's just pure sharing of music lovers, now has made its transition into Web3 officially by acquiring Mint Songs. Now, if you guys don't already know Mint Songs, you should probably check them out because they are a pretty dope platform providing services and resources to musicians looking to mint their music NFTs. Now, Mint Songs has been doing their thing for a while now, and this is a really big move because seeing Napster acquire a music NFT platform, that's pretty big. So big shout out to all the people behind the scenes at Mint Songs doing their thing, making this happen. I hope to see some fruits from this come out. It's going to be really dope. And I think that we're going to see a lot more of these type of things happen in the Web3 music space where, traditional platforms may not have the time and energy and know-how to build their own platform within the Web3 space and just look to acquire existing platforms that have been putting in the groundwork. Sounds similar to how traditional record labels do it with music artists. It's really, you pop off as an artist, you got a good following already, and boom, they swoop in, sign you with the big deal. You know what I mean? So I don't know the details about the deal, but this is a pretty dope. So let's move to our next piece of news, also from NFT Plazas. Now, this I found interesting because, we're seeing different genres make their entry into the Web3 music space and participate in dropping music NFTs. So classical music is not something you generally associate with music NFTs, especially, in the current space. You see more hip hop, more electronic music. You've seen reggae, You've seen also jazz music, and now making history with a classical music drop is James Rhodes. So his first album is going to be a music NFT album. It's coming out at the end of March, so maybe we'll follow up in a March show to see how this news comes about and drop a tune from James Rhodes' upcoming Vitamin C album. So I really think this is a good sign for the Web3 music space, mainly because artists who traditionally wouldn't typically be using the channels, even Web2 channels per se, or getting the attention within the traditional social media space, are now finding their way into the music NFT space. So this is really dope. Look out for this. Make sure to follow J Rhodes Pianist on Twitter, James Rhodes. You can get more information about this. Really dope news. So that's it for our news segment. If you have any news stories that you want to share with us, make sure to hit us up on our Twitter. That's ODDio3, all O's with zeros. ODDio3 on Twitter and Instagram as well. But please do share any related news to music NFTs or Web3 music in general and the convergence of both Web3 and Web2, because I want to share this with you. One of our missions with this show is to educate and help people along their journey as they continue to the web space. So we're going to keep it moving along to our next segment. Let's get this segment lined up. This is going to be our oddless segment. All right, so catch you in a second. Yes, that's right. We are back with the odd list segment of the show. Once again, I'm your host, Vandal from DAOrecords, and we are doing this show, ODDio3, every week to focus on the Web3 music community, the music, the news, the insights, the conversations and interviews. It's been an amazing show. We are almost going to wrap it up, but we're here on the Endless Weekly chart to pick a track to share with people. These are riffs that are created on Endless. Endless is a music creation and collaboration platform. They have apps for iOS, mobile, and Android, and you can also download the desktop version of Endless on Windows, which I have on my machine right here. I've been tinkering and messing around with it a little bit. I need a bit more time to be able to mess around some more, but I wanted to share one of the riffs with you that I think I'm just going to pick randomly. Now, I don't know, which one do you think? Which one should we go for here? How to feel in the bird. Fata Morgana. All right, let's check out this bird right here. This is Fata Morgana, and we're gonna open it up right here, and we're gonna play this riff. This was put up 4 days ago. Wow, the BPM is 130. Okay, let's check it out, y'all. Hold on.
This is my life, baby. Don't try to change my way. Yeah, this is my life, baby. Don't try to change my way. Yeah, this is my life, baby. Don't try to change my way. Don't try to change my way. Yeah, this is my life, baby. Don't try to change my way. Yeah, this is my life, baby. Don't try to change my way.
Yeah, that was a cool loop. I like that loop. One thing about Endless is it's about creating riffs. So it's not necessarily like the creation of full songs, although you can obviously do that. But the cool thing about Endless is allowing people to collaborate with you on your riffs in real time, using their music creation tools, a lot of different kits, sounds. You can sample yourself. It's all real time looping. So make sure to check out Endless. All right. It's a really dope platform. And we had Tim Exile on the show last week. So if you missed that episode 2, make sure to check it out. It's on the DAOrecords YouTube channel. And check out all of our previous episodes. Our first episode with the Grammy-nominated Arturo Sandoval. That's 2023 Grammy-nominated. Unfortunately, he didn't win the Grammy, but big up to him anyway and the whole family over at MetaJax. We got a lot coming up on the show, but we are going to transition to our next segment, one of my favorite segments of the show. So let's do it. Ooh. Okay. All right. We're about to cook it up. We're about to cook up a little something for you guys, all right? What up, people in the place to be? It's Van Digital, and can't you see how it feels when I'm off the top with a free? And you can listen to songs by Emily Lazar and some of the other artists that we featured on the show so far. Now, how you feeling? Are you shining like a star? How you feeling? Are you shining like a star? What up, all gang? It's your brother with the hot slang in the kitchen, here to make the pots bang. If you know it, I'm a certified poet, cooking up raps to serve with the Moed. Fully loaded with a pen and a beat, keep it moving like my men in the street. What a treat. We got Wizard with the heat. Classes in session now, come take a seat. We got BeatDAO and NXM. Now let's see how they mix and blend. Go make a friend in the Web3 space. Join the DAO and interface. I mean, interact in the chat by all means. I keep it tight like I'm rocking them small jeans. We wishing you the best. We can only hope and see. So don't get banned like Rihanna on OpenSea. Yo, you see we live and direct on this Oddman session. Shout out to everybody I forgot to mention. This is the Rare Vandal just doing my thing. I rap and don't sing. These are the words that I bring. So call the police cause this might sting. If you didn't know, reputation is king. And right about now, I'm about to get the ring. You know how we do when the bell goes ding, ding, ding. See they down for the count when Vandal's in session. Right here on the mic, I be blessing all my people in the Web3 space like that. We out of space, to the moon we go. We kick it with the flow, you know, and it's like that. Cause on the microphone, I grow and grow like, yo, splitting atoms. What was that movie, Black Adam? I'm the Phantom and the Panther in the place to be. Right about now, it's me, the Van D-I-G-I-T-A-L. And you know that I can spell well, and I got it from EPMD and K Solo. I'm right here, and I'm about to go solo. I am solo, not YOLO. This is how we rock right now. So peace out to my hobos. One love, everybody in the place. This is Vandal. This has been another edition of ODDio3, the Web3 Music Focus podcast, brought to you all the time, live, every week at this hour, at this time. Much love to everybody out there holding it down in the Web3 space, and make sure to hit us up, catch the show notes, all of that lovely stuff we've got. And next week, don't miss out. We've got the folks from Tamago Stream. That's Tamago Music NFT. They've got music NFTs, but music streaming platform built on the Near protocol. We're going to talk to Clarion North and Jeff Gold. So don't miss out on the next show, y'all. Peace and one love.